going on, y'all? We back with another Talks with Ty. I'm here with one of the thoroughest, one of the illest, one of the motherfucking flyest niggas. Say no, let me stop. This is a different platform tonight. Say no, y'all, but
it's a very different setup.
Yes, it's a vibe tonight. But no, y'all, I'm here with one of the most genuine people I have ever met in my life. My friend Jonesii. Welcome. How are you, bro?
Thank you. I'm good. I'm feeling good. You got me a little wine in me right now. So
that's good. That's good.
I'm grooving.
Yes, y'all. I got him sipping on the wine. Y'all know how we do it when we come here. You know, you gonna sip something, you gonna vibe, but you gonna feel something. That's the most thing I want, to happen.
And I feel like that's what this night is calling for. Like,
yes.
A nice conversation, a chill little vibe, flow right into it, and
Flow right into it.
Yeah.
I mean, and you giving something. I love how you always giving something, Lil. So let me just give you your shout out for that, like, because you every time, like,
it's this guy. We just had this conversation behind the scenes, like. He could just be pulling pieces out the closet, and we all be like, "Yo, bro, like, where you get that?"
Yeah, when y'all go on his Instagram, it gets fashion icon because that's literally
everybody gets fashion icon online.
Yeah, but it's a difference between icon. It's a difference between trying.
I agree. I agree. I'm not gonna fight you with that.
You feel me? But and for me, like even before I met you, I was like, oh yeah, okay.
It's crazy because when we first met, it was the weirdest shit.
It really was.
It was so weird. I didn't think we was gonna get along when we first met.
Why did you think you wasn't gonna get along with me?
Not that I didn't think that you liked me.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know. People be trying to say like I look real like mean or standoffish.
I didn't think you was mean. I just felt like I feel like everybody had a culture already established, like at the job.
Yeah.
So we worked together at this magazine.
Yes. Shout out to Nasir, y'all.
Yeah. Shout out to our friend Nasir. Came through with the jobs.
Yes. Okay. Like Nasir gonna always come with something, and I always gotta shout him out. But yes, y'all. Like the first time me and Lil met, like we was working at this magazine company. That our friend connected us with, and I see him. He was chilling.
In the cut, doing my due deals.
I walk in all loud per usual.
No, he was loud with everybody else, but when it came to me, it was giving, hey. It was
I'm
like,
crying.
Hey. I'm like, hey.
No, I'm crying. No, I feel like when it comes to just like people, I don't really know like that. I never want to give too much.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because
I was jealous.
Why?
I was jealous because you was having such a good time with everybody else. And I'm like, damn, I'm fun too. And I'm like, I'm fun. Have fun with me.
And it's crazy because like when we actually had a conversation, I was like, wow, like I wish I would have met you earlier.
I think we should have been met each other years ago, but I feel like we wasn't in the same season. I feel like we had a little wild moment.
Yeah,
back in the day.
Back in the day.
We met each other at the perfect time because we both really was on the come up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was so perfect. And when I tell you, I was just so grateful for that space because like, was I still in school at that time?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
it was like, it was going into your last semester.
Yes. So this was before COVID. Like I was just trying to work and stuff like that.
It was right before COVID.
Yeah, that was COVID. Wow, such a crazy time. Such a bittersweet time. But
it stole 2 years of my life.
Ooh, I mean, it's a crazy time. But what I will say is like, being in that creative space with y'all, like it really felt so good. Like that was the first time, like outside of like having a small work team, this was the first time I was working in a creative space.
Right. I feel the same because I feel like, if it ain't no school shit, like if it ain't like, you know what I mean? We was actually getting paid to create content, which was like the first time I ever was able to express myself and get paid for it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I was like, this is really dope because the jobs that I guess that they, leave accessible to us or that I guess we just find, it always give hard labor and I just don't know.
I agree. It's so many jobs out there that we just don't know about. Yeah. You know what I mean? Thanks. And then we look at the description of the jobs and it's always you need this degree. Then when you get into the actual job, it's some shit that you've been doing. Like you know what I mean? It's nothing beyond the skill sets you already have. You know what I mean? But we just don't know about it.
Yeah.
And I hate that for our people.
No, I so feel it, and I love how like even before I met you, I could never really tell like what exactly you did, but I always knew. I'm like, oh, this man, he definitely like it's giving model, it's giving influencer, like it's giving like it's just giving like you just wasn't doing no like mediocre like stuff. It was definitely giving like you was doing something. So like back in that time when you was on the come up, like talk a little bit about that coming out when you was in the model like scene a little bit, because I know we was talking in the past and you was telling me like how in the beginning like that was something that you was interested in, but you felt a little like weary sometimes because of how like the environment was.
I got jaded by like the whole model experience because one, we come from a smaller city. I feel like there's a lot of people doing stuff here, but if you don't find your people here, it's like you almost are like forced to go to New York and then forced to go to these other cities to like do something with yourself. So when I was first starting out, I just was I wasn't reaching up, I was reaching across. So I would try to find people that was like, that I could connect to, like access easily. Right. Just via my platform, because I already had like somewhat of a following. I would just reach out to people that like photographers. I would follow a bunch of photographers, write them like, let's collab. And that gets like draining sometimes, but I knew I needed to build a portfolio of some kind. And I've always had like, I feel like a lot of us do that. We're like super critical of ourselves. So the only content I wanted to put out there of, for myself was quality.
And I was just about to add on. I was just about to say like, I have to say like every time you put out something, whether it's a style shoot, a video, a photo shoot, it always gives quality. And for me, that shows me the difference between somebody who cares about just their appearance or someone who cares about like their brand or what it says about them. Yeah. And a lot of people don't understand that.
A lot of people don't understand. There's a lot of jobs out there for people that do understand that. And I feel like we don't get those opportunities. But it is, I feel like early on I seen that. And I seen a lot of stuff, and I would say it looked quote unquote cheap. And that's for lack of better words. But I always strive to like make sure my shit looked clean. That was like my aesthetic. I always wanted to like, it would be street style, but it would be elevated. So if I'm doing street style, I want the best photographer in the city to shoot me. Period. And I want it to look like I'm on the fucking moon.
Period. And like, why is that standard important to you though? Like, why is that?
I just think that if I'm gonna put the image of myself out there, it's gonna be the best image, and I think that's the reason for like, Instagram. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like we always want to put the best image of ourselves, right? And I thought I was gonna be like a top model, like, so I'm like, I wanted to put that out. I'm like, I'm already marketable. Like, let me give you the content, myself, because I'm gonna do the groundwork. Yeah, period. I just need you to like give me the opportunity. Right. Basically, that's where my headspace was.
And I love that for you. I love that for you because that really shows your determination behind it and just like your passion for it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, they can say one thing, oh, this is what I want to do, but it's a difference between saying it and doing it. You feel me?
It is. But it's also a lot of people can deter you. Yeah. And I had that along the way. I would deter myself. I feel like I'm my biggest critic. So if I'm not finding collaborators or I'm not finding whatever, if I really can't do it myself, it's going to annoy me. And I feel like that's, I would beat myself up about it. Like, I wouldn't be in a space where like I wanted to be, so I would beat myself up about it. But I've realized like it's branching off. It's not a straight road to any destination. Like, you got to branch off. You got to do other stuff to get to the point of success. Yeah. And you can't like let that like trip up or a bad photo or you not having the resources stop you from actually going to do something with yourself.
Yeah. And I know like that environment can be so just like critical and just like judgmental, because when you walking in some of those doors, you got to be so confident and so this. But when you see so many like people in there, because I know when I went to a casting call one time, I was walking in, you know me.
Period.
So I'm walking in there. I'm like, okay, yeah, what is giving? Because these people don't know what they signed up for. When I came, you know what I mean? I came in on some like, but
It's my shit.
Yeah,
like,
that's really what it gave. But I walked in there, I see niggas looking like a Roger height. I'm like, what is this? So like,
no, seriously.
Like it was,
you know, I'm only 5'11".
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So and at the like before you even, you know, when you walk in these the buildings and stuff, before you even get in line with everybody, they asking you what's your age, what's your height, what's your this, and if you not even past the first requirement, you not even getting past the first door.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Literally.
So it's given like it was real just discouraging. It was just like, oh, you got to be 6 or 6'1" to walk in this show. I was like, that's fine, boo. Okay.
Yes, but you know what? I feel like the beauty standards have changed.
Yes, it
so
has.
much. The landscape has changed.
Yes, it has.
And shout out to Rihanna. Shout out to a lot of people that are like making a difference in just what we see or what we are able to see now. Because you know it was just Victoria's Secret at one point. And now we just get to see beautiful bodies in every shape and form. But even like in our generation, like it was the social media models like became a thing. Like Tumblr kind of broke a lot of stuff down, a lot of those walls, and people wanted people that actually had influence be the face of their brands and, you know, walking they stuff. Or like ASAP Rocky, what they did in New York, I think that shit was so iconic. Like they modeled their own stuff. It was like, it's my team, it's ASAP. We literally create the culture. We doing this. We do weird shit. And we record it, and we thorough. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, they kind of... And we put our own content out there. We're not waiting for nobody to put us on. We putting ourselves on. And I feel like a big note we need to take from that whole, like, era is just, like, build your own team.
Yeah,
make
like
your
own
platform.
creativity.
Like,
yeah, literally. Like, I feel I get that, you know, when you building platforms or when you starting businesses or ideas, I really get that. You know, it's a lot of steps that you got to do, or it's just things you just don't know. But I feel like for a lot of people, I don't know why it's so hard for them to make the first step.
Yeah.
Like, is it fear?
Yeah. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. Like, it's been so many opportunities that, like, have been presented, not even in that space, just in life. And I just psych myself out. Like, you never supposed to do that. And my mom always tell me, like, a try is always better than a fail. Like, as long as you tried, you did something. You learned something. Right. You know what I mean? You put yourself out there. You conquered fear over, you know, you may have not gotten a job, but you conquered your fear to go out there and get the job. Like, you won't be scared the next time. And you know what semi know what to expect next time. You know what I mean? So, me, I think, like, it took me a while to get my foot in with that. Like, because you, again, like back to those jobs, like we would read the description and we always count ourselves out because we don't seem qualified. We don't think we're qualified. We don't meet these standards. Then when we get in the door, it's like, oh, I do this. Like, I've been doing this. Like, this is not something that's out of my skill set or that a skill set that I can't learn.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a lifelong learner, every moment is something that you can learn from and you can utilize and take it with you for the rest of your life.
I love that.
But if you don't, if you tired of learning, you die. Like, you know what I mean? Your dreams die.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where you just gotta put yourself out there. But it is discouraging when you don't get traction, when you don't, when people aren't noticing. You know what I mean? And sometimes we get some notoriety and we think that, you know, we've made it, but we ain't even scratched the surface. Or sometimes we even plateau, and then we like people off that wave. Start a new one. You know what I mean? Start a new one.
That's so true. That is so true, bro. Like, I feel like when people get in those spaces of just, you know, real hardship or just like, it can seem like a space that's so timid and that's not really moving, or you're not really getting that outcome that you expected. You know what I mean? And I get that you have these expectations about when you put something out there and, you know, you want it to do good. You want people to love it. You want people to do all these things. And that's fine, you know, but I feel like it still goes back to you believing that, you know, what you put out there is good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know you a model. You know you look good. You know you ate these pictures up. Why are you questioning yourself, you know, from a lack of I don't even know how to even say this, just a lack of attention from other people. A lack of attention or of not acknowledgement makes you feel less about yourself. Like, to me, that goes back to who you are as a person. You know what I mean? It, regardless of if a singer gets a standing ovation or whatever, she still got the voice, she still got the vocals, she still got this. You know what I mean? And I feel like it goes back to just, you know, finding that inner self and building that up within yourself, because, and I get that it's a process, because you can go back to, you know, your first stages of when you first, you know, was going into them stages of modeling. You know, you I'm sure you probably didn't have all the best days, or, you know what I mean?
Hell no, I didn't have the best days, but I loved what I did, and I think that was the. I was like, that was one of the biggest factors for me. Like, I had to love it. And I loved what I did, which made me want to get up and run to New York on a Chinese bus and hit up my friends, ask them, can I be in they walk in their shows? And, you know what I mean? Like, it was the love for it, like the thrill of being out 16 in a world that you, like, somewhere I ain't never been before, just trying to strike the iron and make something happen. Like, you know what I mean? It was the love that I had for the art that I wanted to put out there, that me expressing myself. Like, I was that passionate about expressing myself that I was put myself out there.
Yeah, you was, like, and I respect that. Like, it takes a certain person to just go and do it, and you did that. Yeah. A lot of people are scared to make those first steps, or just scared to just be out there. And I get that it can be a scary place, but at the end of the day, nothing to me. We ain't in these fairy tale movies where stuff just drop in our hands. We come from a city like Philadelphia. You know what I mean? This is a go hard city where you gotta make it happen, or it's just not going to really happen unless you create an environment where y'all can make it happen together or something. But in order to actually get, you know, a return or something, you have to put something out there.
You always got to put something. Like, you can't just sit on your ass and wait for it to drop and see a lab. And I thought that was going to happen. I feel like when you're a kid, you always think stardom is going to find me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
And that's cute to think
money going to find me.
Okay.
It don't work like that.
Yeah.
Like, I got a good relationship with money, but it ain't. I gotta still go out and get it.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's a difference. And but I do say, like, it's something about having mentors, and it's something about having people that have done it before you, because nothing is new under the sun. So why not take the advice of somebody that's already been through it? You know what I mean? You don't gotta rewrite create the wheel. Like, it's already been done. Just get what they doing, tweak it, and, you know, press on. It's not that deep, but I feel like our people, or just people in general, they like to harbor information. And
so true.
That is, like, I hate a hater. I hate a hater. So it's like, if you could lend a hand, if you can impart some wisdom on somebody that's younger than you, why not? It really don't cost you nothing. But information is currency, and people look at it like that. Like,
literally,
if it's nothing in it for me, I'm not. You know what I mean? You either gonna pay for this game, or, you know, is move on.
Yeah, but no, honestly, that's why I respect y'all. When I tell you, Jonesii got the best environment around. Like, everybody that I've met, you know, around you, through you, you know, even before I met you, even like not say, like, your whole environment is so, you know, motivating and just inspiring. Like, everybody, you are surrounded by bosses, entrepreneurs, people who are doing so well for themselves. Like, every conversation I had with somebody you introduced me with, I've always left with something.
Oh, that's,
you feel me?
They gonna love this.
I'm trying to tell, like, and that's no lie, like, no lie. It's not been one person that you be like, oh, Ty, come meet me or whatever. Like, let's go out. And every time I left with something, and I definitely got to give you that, because that shows who you are and what you want for yourself.
Yeah.
Because that, a lot of people can ignore you know, the sayings about you are who you hang around, or, you know, what can you really gain from, like, that's so true though.
Yeah.
Like,
you really are.
What can you pick up from people that's not really, you know, that's not really doing what you trying to do, or where you trying to move, or just doing something in their life that's, you know, in a space of leveling up.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I think I don't know what I credit God for that. You know what I mean? Because these is people that I grew up with. Mm-hmm. It's not people that I like sought after. Every connection that I've made with my friends have been like organic, and by the grace of God, you know what I mean, he saw fit for us to, like, you know, create this union, lifelong friendships that I value and I respect and I like cater to. Yeah. Because I appreciate you as one of my friends, and, like, you know, you know what I mean? Like, you are another one of the people that I seen a light in you, and I'm like, this guy really loves on people, loves what he does. And you don't stop. Like, you know what I mean? Anytime I look up, you're doing some other shit. And, you know, I love that you working when everybody else ain't working. You know what I mean?
You're trying to be at me up here. Like,
I'm just saying.
In my bag. Like,
I look up, I get online. I might not talk to him for a week or two, and then he already put 3 things out.
That's cool. That's the type of relationship and I feel like people need to understand that too. Like, when it comes to long-term friends, the feeling or the emotion never really changes. Like, the momentum of the friendship, even when y'all ain't see each other in a long time, when y'all get back together, it's always the same. And that's the difference of when you know you have something that's just like, how can I say it? Like, concrete. Yeah. You feel me?
Genuine as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? And
genuine as fuck.
It's just something you feel. Like, that saying is like, what's understood don't got to be explained. That's literally what that feeling is, because how I feel when we link up and we see each other, talking to each other in some time, but it's like we ain't never miss a beat. That's how I feel with, like, my longtime friends too. Yeah. And it's like, it's people where, you know, we didn't even know each other for that long, and they be like, why you ain't call? It's like, girl, we all grown now. We is not kids.
Yeah, we not.
People out here trying to work, trying to find sleep, trying to find their next meal.
Trying to find a husband.
Trying to find, you know, just trying to stay afloat and sustain and level up, girl.
It's hard out here.
Yeah, you cannot.
And I can't be catering to you.
Yeah, like, you cannot be in your feelings because somebody ain't call you.
Yeah, and when I say cater, like, to your friendship, it's just coming to the table authentically, like, genuinely. Yes. You don't need to check up on somebody every day or be on somebody's line every day for y'all to actually have a real friendship.
Yeah, and that should not be the reason or the title of y'all, like, saying this is what makes our friendship. No, what makes our friendship is me knowing that I can trust you or call you, or, you know, you gonna be there, or we can be in this space. Like, people look at things wrong to me.
I think so too. I think a lot of people are misguided. I feel like a lot of people think that, like, I'm not your man, I'm your friend.
Yeah, literally.
I'm here to listen to you and when you're going through stuff. But a lot of times, like, I get ragged on a lot, because it's like, damn, like, I'm not the most affectionate person.
I'm crying. Yeah, we had this conversation too. Because
I'm not the most affectionate person, but I'm very loving. You know what I mean? I love hard, and I have a deep love for my friends, and I feel like your friends are there when these niggas come and go. So it's like,
that's right.
Cater to your friend, like, you know what I mean? Make sure you, like, keeping those people that you trust and support you around you.
That's right.
But you still gotta understand balance.
Yeah, and boundaries.
That's the word.
Yeah, no, because I literally learned that this year, like, literally this year and in the last month. Because even in my workplace, like, people just don't understand boundaries when it comes to me, and they don't understand when I'm being nice. Like, when I'm being nice, that should really be a space you should appreciate, because me being nice is me putting on a front that I don't have to, but I am. So the fact that I am doing that, and then you go and step over that, see now,
that's where the Taurus come out.
You feel me? Like that's where the Taurus come out, because I don't have to do that. I'm doing that because I'm a nice person, or I try to at least be nice with people that I don't really care to be nice or even be around.
Yeah.
But this is the workplace, so I'm going to smile, I'm going to be cordial, but people don't understand boundaries. And for me, once somebody step over your boundaries, that's all, you got all rights to treat them how you feel as though you should now, because at the end of the day, you didn't step over boundaries, they did.
Period.
So being as though that they stepped over that line, now they won't have a line to even know where it's at, because now, sweetie, I'm gonna push you all the way back. You feel me? Now you gonna feel now you're gonna feel what a boundary should have felt like a while ago, boo.
Yeah, so we're gonna establish them today.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We finna establish the motherfucker.
Yeah, like people need to
I'm allowed to
understand
curse on your podcast.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna call this segment late night. You know, because I feel like I'm gonna be cursing too. So yeah, let it
we
let
keeping
it out.
This real lighthearted.
Yeah, we keeping it real.
It's inspirational.
It's inspirational, but it's still real, and that's just what it is.
I feel like that's all how our conversations.
This is literally how. This is us on the phone, y'all.
This y'all are getting a view into our like actual phone conversations, because we literally talk like it's like not this. One time that he called me that he's like, I just love. this, and I just be so flattered, but I be like, friend. Okay, no. Like you embarrassing me right now, and it's just us two on the phone, and I'm embarrassed.
I just know
you're so loving. That's why I really fuck with you, and I have never questioned you, because I literally. Anytime I'm in the room with you, it's like you the same with every single person in the room.
Yo, and I appreciate that, and you too. Like when I tell you, let me get to my thought, and then I'm gonna finish that. But no, I appreciate that, because for me, it was a long time getting into a comfortable, secure place where I didn't feel as though I had to keep changing for environments.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Growing up, it always gave like I had to always fit whatever environment that I'm in, because, you know, coming from Philly, it always gave aggressive. It always gave like, oh, I had to, in order for me not to be opted out or just pointed at or always said something, I was like, oh, I had to fit the play. So when I actually found this secure place, yeah, like, you gonna feel it and you gonna see it now. You feel me? Like,
and you gonna respect it.
Yeah, and that's the only thing. I don't even care I don't care that you like me. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you follow me. You don't. I really don't care, because for me, I understand respect, and I understand it's a both way type of thing. If I come in a room, I look at you eye to eye, man to man. It don't matter my sexuality. It don't matter where I come from. It don't matter what I look like, what I got on. Just respect me.
Yeah.
You know, respect my appearance. Respect how I'm coming to you, and that's it.
That's it.
It's all about respect, and I feel like people just really, you know, they find little thin lines or loopholes to try to, you know, say certain things or do certain things. But for me, that's why it's all about my environment.
Yeah,
you feel me? That's why I'm able to move, and I'm able to walk out the crib, you know, feeling so good, because my environment that I created, it feels good,
right?
And and for me, that's so important. I get that it takes other people a while to understand that who you are around is so important, that if their energy is negative, or if their energy is not, it doesn't feel right or connecting to you, that is draining.
Yeah, and it creates an imbalance in you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And for me, having people like you, having people like Nasir, having just people that had that same type of mindset, or we was on that same frequency of just energy and love and just genuine, you know, it balances me out where I can, you know, walk and feel good. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like, and that just feels good.
It's liberating.
It really is.
It is. And thank God, like you found that. Like, yeah, because everybody don't find that.
And it's like, I really wish, and I feel as though it may be due to people just not really, you know, knowing themselves or being comfortable, whatever, that you using excuses or whatever it is that you using to stay in these negative spaces. Because for me, anything I don't feel that doesn't feel right or that I don't agree with, I don't waste no time.
Me either.
It's real.
I'm really on that same wave. Like, it's I don't put myself nowhere I don't want to be. If the energy is negative, like, one thing I hate barbershops and I hate hair salons.
Why?
The energy in those places are so negative.
Yo, it's crazy that you said that, because the thing about salons is I honestly don't really care for neither. I don't care to be in salons or barbershops.
It's a toxic environment, and I feel like barbershops. I feel like back in the day, it was a different. Like you had, I feel like your relationship with your hairstylist or your barber was like sacred. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it's like open season. It's the Wild West in that bitch. Like anybody's coming in, somebody selling bean pies. They talking about the most lit bitch. Kids and coming in, you know, accidentally get swept out the front. Yeah, and, you know what I mean. It's just too much going on. It's too many. It's an environment that I can't control. Back to that, like, so I get my hair cut at home because I'm like, you know, you gonna come in my house.
I love that for you.
Shit.
Y'all, Jonesii is so bougie.
I'm not. I'm not.
So bougie. Y'all see, I get my hair cut at home.
I'm not. Though.
It is COVID. It is COVID.
And the prices went up. Niggas is charging $65 a haircut.
That is ridiculous.
It's egregious.
I wish I was a barber though.
I do too. They're clearing a bag right
now. Imagine that as like an extra stream.
They make it. You could clear $1,000 a day right now.
Yo,
as a barber.
Is crazy. I remember when cuts was like 15 and 20 and 25.
And them niggas, they're bougie. They worse than like the person you dealing with.
Oh, like you mean like barbers and stuff?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because they getting money.
Yeah.
No, and I respect that though. Like I feel like when you work, you know, when you work yourself up to a certain position, you know, feel that. You know what I mean? Like,
right, but still ground yourself.
Ground yourself for sure. And that's why I like my barber, because even though I know he's like confident, and I get people probably think he's arrogant, but he's really not. Like I'm gonna say, like I feel like he's the most.
I love a confident person.
Yes.
Like I love somebody that stands on it. Like you can be in a room with 1,000 people and you still like
he stands on it. Yeah, he stands on that, and I respect him. I respect him on so many levels. Like, and I feel like he's the type of person he's going to agree for what's right, and that's what I respect.
That's important.
And you know what I mean, because it doesn't matter about, you know, backgrounds, all these things that people plug in. It's about what is actually right. You know, what actually means, or why somebody is, you know, saying, or why we even agreeing to a certain thing. So, and that's what I respect about certain people, having your own mind.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most important things, because it's all this group mind mentality shit.
Yeah,
it's toxic. It's sad. And it's tired.
It's sad.
We all are allowed to have different opinions on shit.
Real rap, like stop. It's the small mindedness for me.
It is,
and it's cute to be like that while you young, but okay, time is fleeting.
You're running out of it.
The skin is aging.
Lotion that bitch.
You know, everybody's moving out the city, girl. You still there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Fine. It's just elevating yourself. Like, stop trying to be so stagnant. And I feel like people are it's about the whole comfortability thing.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
people are comfortable and people don't think for themselves, and people, like, you know what I mean? It's easier to listen to what somebody else is saying instead of doing your own research or having your own mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's easier. So that's why people are going to always follow behind the trend, follow behind what the hot topic is, follow behind whatever. Because they don't have to put any thought into it.
Yeah, no, that's real rap. And my thing is, even if you don't want to look some stuff up, find some people, like create an environment that you want to have around, or that you want to create. Like, I just don't get it. But regardless,
I can't be around nothing that's not stimulating to me.
Literally.
Like, if it don't stimulate me, if it's not making me like, ooh, like if I'm not learning.
Yes. That is me though.
Boring.
That is me though. Like, I cannot be around, and that's why it's the whole work people for me. Like, I get that it's a work environment, but y'all don't stimulate me. Like, even at my I used to work at a hotel, like the front desk or whatever. Even though that was just a hotel, I could talk to them. I could have conversations with them. We can go out. It gave a total different vibe, like, because they stimulated a part of, like, I don't know if it was because we was all at similar ages or what it was. I don't know. But it was a natural organic stimulation where, you know, although work was what it was, I was excited just to be with them or just to see them.
That's the best type of work environment.
Literally, it felt good. Imagine if, that's why I miss us working together.
Us working together was tragic.
It was tragic,
We didn't get no work done.
We didn't get nothing done. We was just talking about
it. We did do some bomb shit. I
was about to say, when we did create, though.
We did some bomb shit.
Yeah, when we did create, though, it was given, like, we should have been working for, like, a magazine in L.A.
I should have been, like, more of like a director.
You definitely a creative director. Yeah. Like I so see that for you, Jonesii. Like I feel like you still need to go back. Like, cause I get that, now you going in another career avenue. Would you still do the whole model?
Absolutely, because I'm passionate about it. And I'm still signed, so it's like
okay.
It's that door it's closing.
Really? No, it's not. Don't say
me,
that.
I'm just in another season of my life.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna leave that door open because
it's just giving. You gonna close it, you gonna pop back out.
I'm gonna pop out. I'm gonna crack. I'm gonna slip through the crack. I'm gonna pop out every now and again. But creative director, like if somebody want me to do some like major shit or some shit that I'm really gonna have fun with, like I'm down. I'm always down, especially if I got the free time. Like I'm always down because this stuff is like.
This is you. This is I'm saying, but this is you though. Like the reason why I feel like this is you because I talk to you so much. I hear how passionate you talk about just creative things. You being in that environment, like that's what I love to hear from people. Like I know that you being in a creative environment, or just the environment with the industry of like style, fashion, the whole magazine, like all that's. I feel like that's where you belong. Like
I need to go back. I need to do a little bit of like
what career, like what?
Not a career shift or anything. I just
just dabbing in a little, call somebody. I don't know. But would you ever?
I'm gonna call some. I'm gonna make a few calls and we gonna cook something up. So
we definitely. I keep telling Jonesii we gotta take a shoot. Yeah, they not gonna be ready for the shoot we gonna take. I feel like I need some time though, because I'm not really on. Jonesii love it. This motherfucker, he be here. Y'all should see this picture this nigga took on his birthday. That shit is still fire. Picture? The one remember was in LA. That still is such a moment for you. Like,
did you take my picture?
No, I didn't take. We took a picture when we was out at the club that one time, but I think no. What's the name? Your best friend took it. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that was fun.
That was a moment.
And I had fun with like my Instagram every now and again, but I hate Instagram. Like I don't get on Instagram. Like
why?
You ain't noticed? Like I don't.
You really don't. And to me, that you give like Instagram, like the whole influencer, like
because I like to have fun with it. Like when I'm in that mode, like when I travel, I like to do it.
Yeah,
like, as like a little time capsule, and I like to do a little mood or whatever. But other than that, like I don't like to get caught up in that because it and I don't agree with these kids having it either because it's like you see stuff and you kind of get depressed. It's easy to get depressed seeing a bunch of people just posting the best of their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you feel like that was a time in your life though where you was just like Instagram savvy in the whole wave of it, and then you was like, you know what?
I was never Instagram savvy.
Really? You was a lie.
I was never Instagram savvy.
Jonesii,
I swear.
You gave me like you was definitely heavy influencer.
Yeah. Like I knew what to post. Like I was never set. Like I wouldn't say like I knew how to really like control the app. Like I really knew the analytics and none of that because it's a real game to this shit.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a whole thing and people making money behind it.
Yeah. I'm look.
I ain't savvy.
Yeah.
But I do know how to put some shit together. Like I know how to make some shit look good.
Period.
And I love to do that because it gives me that creative outlet. And I'm back to that. Do the stuff that you love. Like,
do the stuff that y'all love.
When you travel, when I travel, I'm already gonna plan my fits before I get there. If I'm probably not gonna take the trip if I don't got no fits.
Period.
Because it's like I'm not going for the picture. I'm going for the experience. But I want to capture my day. I want to be able to look back at these pieces that I bought and it take me back to a place where I was at. Like you know what I mean? Like some shit that I posted, and I know this is bad. I'll never wear again.
Oh, see, that's why I call you bougie now.
But it's like some shit you can't wear again. I can't wear leather belt jeans outside. I mean, you can.
Yeah, you can, but you can still eat a shoot up with that though. You can still eat. I did a shoot
and it never made it. Never seen
the
light of day.
Why? You ain't like it?
I'm not gonna say I didn't like it because that photographer makes it. So I'm not going to, but it was literally I was putting a package together for another agency.
Okay.
And I shot them, so they seen it, they liked them, they enjoyed them. But I didn't like it for my page because it's like it didn't go with the feel. But now I just post whatever. Like I've been putting like my family out there, like more. I love that. I just wanted to be like more organic because people really want to just know you.
They want to know your life. I was just about to say like they want to know your life. Like I feel like if you start like vlogging on YouTube or Instagram more, showing more of your life, they would love that, honestly.
My life's a little crazy right now, so they might get scared.
So, Jonesii, your life is. I feel like if you started vlogging like on some of your trips, that would be cute. Like that would be.
Yeah, I did a whole vlog when we went away.
Yeah, wait for for LA? You vlogged in LA? Mm-hmm.
I vlogged the whole LA trip. I vlogged because remember I went to Mexico and then I met y'all in LA. Yeah. After Mexico, and I vlogged the entire time, like my birthday, everything. Mm-hmm. And I ain't put that out either.
Why you don't be putting nothing out?
I'm not good at editing.
Why you have to get out like that?
Because I know that's one of my flaws. Like I need to take a class.
I need the patience.
I'm just not good at it.
I got you. I'm gonna show you.
He was supposed to teach me Final Cut Pro like ages ago. I don't know what happened.
This man be moving. He be moving and maneuvering.
Nah, we was working together, and he was supposed to teach me Final Cut Pro.
And
they was giving go sit and post on the internet.
I'm gonna help you. I will help you. I got you. We gonna get that together. But I was about to ask like
I really just want to pick somebody to do it, but
I think you should.
I don't want to spend the money.
You got an editor right here. I wish we could turn the camera to Terrell.
That was
giving like, yeah, I'm tired of this nigga trying me. That's what he did. But no,
he just trying to put you on some cash, bro.
I'm just getting, and that's all I ever try to do. That's all I ever try to do to the black community. You know what I'm saying? I just want us all to win. I just want us all to level up. I just want us all to get to something. If it ain't nothing, I want it to be something.
He's not trying to hear none.
You feel me? Like, but we all doing big things. We all doing bigger and better things. So that's what's most important.
So what's up with you? Listen, this is big time. This is like.
Is this a vibe?
It's a whole vibe. Like
Maybe I should call it a little. Vibe.
Nah, this the right. This the appropriate name. You did what you were supposed to do.
I love that you came through.
Yeah, it was the last minute. Like it's really late, y'all. I don't know
what time is it. Yeah, we gonna have to close. We gonna close out in a few minutes, but.
No, I mean, yeah, we are gonna close out. Yeah,
because because y'all got some short attention spans. That's sad.
we gonna have a different talk next time.
Yeah, and it's always gonna be a vibe. But no, I feel so good that you came here because I want to have like more just like conversations like this.
This is the type of stuff that like people want to see. You know what I mean? I feel like people definitely. I like podcasts and I like
I'm gonna hold this.
YouTube channels where I can go and I feel like I'm listening to my best friend. You know what I mean? Like we having like kitchen table talk, even though everything is not politically correct and I'm retarded. I don't say all the right things. I don't want nobody to take what I say.
I don't
put it out there.
I don't either
on some weird shit. But I do know like I like to engage with like platforms that like make me feel like I'm just kicking the shits right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can take something from it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's always our conversation.
Yeah, that's literally always our conversations. And for me, like you're an inspiration to me and to people that's going to watch this. And for me, that's literally the core of why, I started Talks with Ty, that is just highlighting, entrepreneurs, creators, just all around, just black. I'm just going to put it out like, because I've met when I tell you so many just dope creative people, like even before Terrell, like say if I met somebody like you or Terrell before, I would meet y'all, I would have dope conversations, know the talent that y'all had. And it was just like, I kept asking God, like, why you keep bringing me all of these dope people. Like, what you want me to do? And then it just came into
you're a connector.
Yeah, I'm like, God, like, why? I'm like, and then when I thought about the whole podcast thing, I'm like, I honestly felt so naive to the fact. I'm like, I don't know why I didn't look at this before, because, you know, my major was communications. Like, you know, my role model was Tyrone G. Like, this was something I always envisioned myself doing.
Get that vibe.
Yeah. Like,
don't it feel like we at 106 Park right now?
You know what I'm saying? You know, wait, you know why this couch is red is a tribute to that.
Period.
That show,
that's iconic.
That show inspired me.
I'm speaking this into existence. You're going to interview him.
I thank you. Because I was about to say, when I had did a manifestation tweet where I was like, I'm gonna interview Jasmine Sullivan, Issa Rae, Terrence J, like just all of like the role models and just the icons who inspired me and stuff like that. And Terrence J, he was just one of those people where, you know, say if you saw like a model that you saw before you started your modeling career, you started your influence career, you was like, wow, like you seeing that person spark something in you. Yeah. And that's literally what he did for me. Like, I would have never went to school. Yeah, thank you. Like, it's crazy, but
you're gonna do that. Like, I see it for you, and everything that you put your mind to, you make happen. Like, this was just a thought, like a few months ago.
It's
like,
crazy, right?
It's crazy. Like, I walked in and I'm just like, damn, I'm literally blown away.
It's crazy, but it's God.
It is. It's God.
It's God.
It's God.
Yeah.
If you see it, one thing about you, when you see it in your mind's eye, you make it happen.
It's definitely God. And I appreciate that.
And you elevate it. Like, this is more than I ever expect. Not more than I ever expected. More than I expected it being tonight.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like,
you always trying to say this how we be on the phone.
All the time.
Like,
he's a crybaby, and I'm not even emotional. Like,
he knows
it creeps me out.
Like, no, seriously, no.
But I feel like we had such great, profound talks, and we always pour into each other. That's what I feel like our relationship is built on.
Literally, and it's been genuine since day one, and that's the key thing. When you go into, I mean, first it starts with you. You just got to be a genuine, authentic person yourself. But when you go into something genuine and authentic, you will literally sustain, you know, and hold that same feeling throughout your whole, you know, bond together, because, you know, that's a universal feeling between both ends. Yes. And you know what I mean? That's just something that once you feel that, just live in that. You know what I mean? People just do too much. Like,
they do. Like, and they think too much about the wrong stuff.
Yes.
Like, if you know it's I ain't gonna
let them know, bro. Let them know.
I'm just saying, like, sometimes we do be like we be misguided in how we feel about certain people. Yeah. But I feel like most times when you feel it and it's genuine, it is with that. Just live in that. You ain't gotta force it. Yeah. When you force it, you gonna fuck it up.
Yeah. Yo, I think Jonesii gonna have like his own segment, late nights with Jonesii. Nights with Jonesii.
Let's do that.
Yo, I swear, like we gotta have a hookah next time, bro. Like, it gotta give a vibe.
We do gotta have the hookah next time. I feel like next time I feel like right now, like we being real politically correct. We cursed a few times, but
that's fine. I don't know if I should bleep it or keep it, because to me it was real. I felt bleep it. You think we should bleep it?
I think it's funny when people bleep stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna probably have to edit this, but it's definitely getting aired. Period. Because like I feel it's so good right now.
Next time we gonna talk about these niggas.
Yeah, we gonna get y'all together. We had to. What we gonna talk about?
I don't know.
We're gonna talk about everything. We're gonna talk about.
I want to do a sex podcast.
Let's do a sex podcast.
We should.
Or if we're gonna keep them wanting more when we say we're gonna do a sex podcast. I don't know if they're ready for that side of me. You know, I'm nasty.
Period.
I mean, you know, I was about to say, should I get a spokesperson because he is in the brown? Say no, y'all.
We can get a on live testimony.
Should we turn the camera?
Nah, but I feel like that's something I'm interested in.
No, let's do it.
Like it's so many topics that, especially, we don't get a platform to really talk about
it
in our community. Yeah. And it's funny as shit. And I feel like we both funny as shit. We not being funny right now, but it's cool.
But we giving them a taste of what they what to expect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is just what happens when you got two, I don't want to curse.
We do real shit like we used when we was interviewing like a bunch of entrepreneurs, and I feel like you doing that right now.
Yeah, and I love that.
I think that's so dope.
Thank you.
I think that's so dope because there's so many people that's not highlighted and that need that. You know what I mean? Acknowledgement, and then you kind of like add to their portfolio, and it's working for the both of y'all. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As they level up, I feel like you networking across and not up. Like you know what I mean? And I think that's beautiful.
Thank you. And that's honestly everything you're saying is literally the prominent reason of why, I started Talk to Todd. Like it mainly was just about our culture, highlighting just people who I just saw that was doing something, like like Hannah, like knowing how her at her age creating this business is being so profound, so successful. Wow. Like to me, that inspires me so much that I want to open that out. I want to see, her story. Like, how did she get, this process of how she grew this up, like the lessons that she, learned throughout this process, the discipline. Like, it's so many gems and it's so many things that when we as a people are aged just from like this class or whatever, like seeing somebody doing something that can spark something in you.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's all about for me. Like it's all about.
We don't see enough of that.
That's what I'm saying. So the fact that I can be the person where I can be a light for somebody, or I can spark something in somebody, or help somebody start something, or flip a switch in somebody's mind and be like, okay, like that means like I feel like or at least I'm fulfilling a small bit of my purpose here, because
that is your purpose.
Yeah, and that's
I told you you're a connector. You connect people.
I be feeling like that because us growing up, we didn't really have a lot of like guidance. We didn't really have a lot of like, representation. We didn't really have a lot of like people who was speaking and talking to us, and it was crazy. That's why it was so hard for our upbringing, because we just didn't have a lot, and then it wasn't a lot our parents didn't even know. You feel me? So and we can't even fault
how
them.
They had to get it.
Yeah,
wasn't how they wanted us to get it.
Right, you know what I mean? And we can't even fault them, because if they didn't really have the tools or education, or as much education that they would like to even have an environment where they can have the tools and they can install in their kids, you can't really fault for somebody for just doing what they can or doing the best they can.
You can't.
You feel me?
And we gotta a lot of times we forget, like our parents was kids too. A lot of them was kids when they had
us, right? So and it's given like
doing the best they knew how.
Exactly. So,
but again, that's not, you know what I mean. Just because you did the best doesn't mean like your child is going to follow behind.
That's right.
In that same path.
Right.
Like, it's still opportunities for them. It's still, even for them, like it's still opportunities out there that you want to read. You want to own a business. You want to do this. You want to do that. But it's like, it's never too late. You know what I mean? For you to find that. And I feel like your platform does that. It gives people, like, you can see it. So once you be able to see it, you can attain it.
I appreciate that. Like, I really do. Because, like, literally, your parents is not an excuse for you to be a bum.
Period.
So,
and I feel like that's the point blank in the period.
That's it. So we gonna close this. What you got? You got some last word? Well, first, we'll put your gram stuff after. But what's your last words, and then give you like your socials and stuff. What's your last words for the night?
I feel like our conversation was all encompassing.
It was good.
It was all encompassing. So I just would say, like, put God first.
Put God
first.
Put God first. I so agree with that. Oh my
Don't
gosh.
compromise on respect.
Come on now. This is why I'll be on the phone with this one.
Don't compromise on respect. Don't let nobody disrespect you on these streets.
He just get it.
And don't give up on whatever makes you happy. Do that shit. That's it. That's all I got to say.
Literally. Put the socials out there, bro.
Oh, you can follow me on on Instagram at Jonesii. That's JONESII. No YII. Pronounce that Jonesii.
Jonesii.
And then you can find me on. No, just don't find me on nowhere else. Just find me on Instagram.
Just find me on Instagram.
That's it.
That's all they need anyway.
That's
all they need. That's all
other
they
socials
need.
get a little wild.
That's all they need. Like, seriously, but no, I have to.
My OnlyFans, like no.
I'm crying. Yo, they would flip. You say you got some OnlyFans. They're like,
Not yet, bitches.
Period. Okay, the bag will be there. It's already there.
The toes are done.
Okay, it's done, boo. But no, I definitely just gotta say, like,
thank you for having me.
Thank you. I was going to say thank you for coming on here, friend. Like, no, seriously, like, I can't. We gonna do more. So definitely expect Jonesii to be back. I swear we might start like a late night segment. I feel like I got to, but y'all, he gonna be driving, so I gotta get him back out here.
Period. And I'm not the best. I'm a novice driver. I got a tag on my car. Like,
oh, great.
If you see me on the road, get out the way.
Yeah, I'm not even about to play with y'all drivers because this one over here cannot. I cannot.
Hollering.
But anyway,
okay, we're learning.
Right. But no, I was about to, like, I really do appreciate you coming here. I can't wait for us to just have more combos like this, just more inspiration conversations and just more authentic conversations where we're able to just like express and just like, just unload just everything, our thoughts, our opinions, just on everything, because at the end of the day, it's coming from a genuine place. And I feel like we're the type of people where we don't have like, no negative intents when it comes to certain things.
Yes.
You feel me? Yeah. So anytime that we give our opinion, it's literally just, a point of view that's coming from a genuine place, or just literally how
and usually based in logic.
Yeah, literally. And that's literally what it is. So it's definitely gonna be more combos come in, and just more episodes with Jonesii, because this feels very good. Like, I feel like I'm just living in my passion right now. It
Period.
So
I
crazy.
same. I never knew I was a podcaster.
I'm crying. You are definitely a and then it's the calm, chill, mellow voice.
I hate my voice, so I'm not gonna listen to this back. You just gotta post it.
Why?
If you let me listen to this, I'm gonna be like, delete it.
Jonesii, you can make a record.
Don't tell me that. And
Period.
Not that I went right to Whitney.
I'm crying. As you should.
It's the support for me.
As you should. Okay, that's a legend icon at that, boo. Okay. But no, all right, y'all. We about to sign out. Make sure y'all subscribe. Channels, everything will be at the bottom.
I setup. I put a deuce up.
Yeah, okay. Put the deuces
my
up.
Setup. Yeah.
Okay. Period. Make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all gonna see more of Jonesii very soon. Talks with Ty Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And y'all already know what it gives. You know what I mean? Y'all will see me next time. Talking how I'm talking, looking how I'm looking, and feeling how I'm feeling. We out. We gonna toast out. We gonna toast out, bro. Period. Boom. That's what we doing.
We gotta look at each other when we do it.